show you. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Now on second down. Quarterback will keep it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
You know, they went QB design run. There just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside. There was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They losing him.
Taylor wants to throw. He's got him. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Connection to the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one, the back end. He's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Marshall now lines up trying to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks, it's Hart. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurt!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
21.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Taylor wants to throw it. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Off play action. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Line getting set on second down. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's got some space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Throwing right. And that one's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab, it's hard. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the 1st half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback making checks. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. 2nd half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. Fielded in the end zone, it's gone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Trying to set the tone with the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And how about that on 3rd down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the 1st.
He's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. 3rd down, money down. You figure they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the 1st down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Power football with the run. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Off the play fake on first down. He's open on the right. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field, creating the explosive play, getting some momentum for this offense, and getting towards scoring position.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Carney. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Catch in the middle, it's Montgomery. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He was doing everything he could. Got away from one guy, but not that next one, and he came up short.
Yeah, he needed a few more extra efforts to find a way to make that happen. Nice catch. Nice job breaking the first tackle, but couldn't get rid of the next guy and get that extra yardage needed for the first down.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and pass. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness.
There he goes. Powers through. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They want to run this quarterback. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants wants to throw. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Oh, he just needed to stretch the ball out a few inches more, and he would have picked up the first down. It was a great individual effort there on third down, getting back a bunch of yards. And now they're in a position to go for it here on fourth.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on fourth and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Marshall will be forced to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Handoff to the single back. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. Across the 30, out to the 33, engage 4 on the play.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective.
Turning it on! And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Montgomery. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they...
Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Finds space on the right. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, you got to like these last two plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by 13 to North Texas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Hart. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Buying some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by QB.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll pull it on the read. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurd!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive.
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Taylor wants to throw it. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early. Someone is going to have to step up and make it.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Got room to work. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a two-man situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Can't get it to the ground.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching enough.